I made a video recently about Ahsoka, and some people absolutely loved it and agreed with me. Others not at all, going so far as to say that I don't know Star Wars or that I'm not a true fan. I admit in this particular video I wasn't very positive, and that's something for me to work on. I've noticed in recent years that Star Wars fans have become more divided than ever. And in this video I wish to try and bridge that gap and hopefully make our community better in whatever small way I can. Hello and welcome to Star Wars Grand Moff. I am the Grand Moff, and today I want to talk about the problem in the Star Wars community. To be clear, I don't think that the community is the problem. I think the problem is affecting the community. And that problem, for me, is extreme factions or subgroups within the community. Unfortunately, the way Disney managed Star Wars has created a division in the community. I don't think anyone can really argue that. Let me explain these two most extreme subgroups that I have seen. First is the Disney supporters. This group see everything that Disney does, every single Star Wars project, as good. The second group is the people who liked Star Wars before Disney took over, the people who like the EU and feel that Disney have destroyed it, so that anything that Disney do now is bad. I love the EU, by the way, and I love Disney canon. It doesn't make me part of either of these groups, and it's the same with you. What does is if you like everything Disney does just because it's Disney, or you hate everything Disney does just because it's Disney. I hope that makes sense. And if you are one of these people in these groups, I'm not criticising you. I'm just saying try to be a bit more open-minded. Not all of it is good and not all of it is bad. There's a mix, like with all things in life. So you can see the problem. Disney unintentionally, I feel, made the fans divided. Now I personally am in the middle ground. If it's good, I'll tell you it's good. If it's not so good, I'll tell you it's not good. The only difference with me is, as a fan, I personally have really high standards for Star Wars, and I will talk about that later, because I love this franchise. There are many more subgroups, but these two are two extremes, and unfortunately it's hard to have a rational discussion with these groups that are at such extremes. So how can we fix this problem with our community? Maybe you guys could let me know in the comments down below if you have any ideas, but I personally think as a member of this community, you need to be respectful, reasonable and thoughtful in your comments to each other. We are all Star Wars fans. Or why would we bother making videos about Star Wars or writing these comments? We all love this show and we shouldn't be fighting each other. Let's enjoy Star Wars together and try to be more positive. And I include myself in that too. People say it's just a show. Why are you getting so angry or sad about it? And it's because we're fans. We love this show. We love it in different ways, but we love it all the same. For me, it's more like love in terms of caring and wanting to protect the show and the story. I personally have invested thousands of hours into Star Wars. I have read lots of the EU, not all of it because there is so much to get through, but I'm making my way through it. And I have watched everything Disney has made in regards to Star Wars, and this even includes a lot of the novels. I consider myself a big fan, and I'm sure the people in the comments who write negative things are also big fans. It's okay to disagree about Star Wars. It's healthy for the show and the community. Finally, I want to talk about the Ahsoka show. I love Star Wars Rebels. It is my favourite series from Disney in regards to Star Wars, and Ahsoka is almost like a Rebels 2 in live action. So of course I like the Ahsoka show. But I like it so much that I hold it to a high standard, because I know it's capable of becoming my new favourite Star Wars show. But when they pad it out with parts of filler, I'm so disappointed in the show. Does this mean I'm not a fan of Star Wars? Or that I don't know Star Wars? No, it's the opposite. I know Star Wars very well, and I hold it to a high standard that I know it should be able to live up to. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope we can all build a more positive community together. Let me know in the comments down below how you think we can make our community better, and if you like this sort of content, well, there's a button for that as well. I have been the Grand Moff, and you may fire when ready.